I was watching a video from Justin Hawkins, his YouTube channel, Justin Hawkins Rides Again, and he made a very, very, in my opinion, idiotic video. He was basically claiming if you're a singer, if you don't write your own music, you shouldn't call yourself an artist and you don't even have the right to sing. Basically, that was his video. All right, so let's talk about that. I am first and foremost a piano player. Okay. Like I said, I do not consider myself a singer. I do it. Singing to me is more recreational. It's for fun. I enjoy to sing, no different than someone who just enjoys something as like a hobby or something for fun. Do I consider myself a professional singer? No. Do I consider myself a professional piano player? Yes. So first and foremost, I am a piano player. Okay. I play all styles of music. I think that my highest level of achievement is in jazz and blues and rock and roll as a pianist. But I can play classical. I can play any style of music. Latin music, Caribbean music, you name it, I can play it. So anyway, moving forward, do I write my own songs? Yes, I do. I write lyrics. Do I sing some of these songs? Yes. But like I say, more for recreation, more for fun. There's definitely someone who's a real true singer that would do a much better job than me. But hey, I do it for fun. But piano wise, I consider myself up there as a very top level, high level player who really truly understands just, creativity, arranging, music theory, improvisation, things of that nature. I take piano very serious. But the thing is, I've worked with a lot of singers in my life, and a lot of them did not have formal music training or vocal training. In other words, they didn't understand the art of music. So if you tried to speak to them as a musician, you're like, look, we're in just, for example, the key of C major. You're singing, right now, you're singing a beautiful ninth or a major seventh or a sharp five or whatever it is. Let me give it a nice bluesy sound with a flat three. Like if you started to look, I'm playing a minor nine, sing the sixth so we can give it a really cool, colorful tone. They'd have no idea what you're talking about, right? So if you're trying to talk to them in terms of music language, it's not going to work. They were just born with a natural ear. In some cases, I find it amazing. I met singers that were just born with perfect pitch, even though they had no music training, they had no vocal training. They were just born with a gift of perfect pitch. And it's incredible to me because that's something you truly have to be born with. You could develop, a relative pitch, but perfect pitch, just a gift from like God, something you're just born with. But let me just get to the nitty gritty. If you're a singer, your voice is your instrument. No different than if you're a trumpet player, the trumpet is your instrument. If you're a saxophone player, the saxophone is your instrument. If you're a guitar player, the guitar is your instrument, right? So for you to say to someone that they're not allowed to use their instrument, why are they not allowed to do that? Why is a singer not allowed to sing unless they're a songwriter? I'm just trying to understand the logic of what you're trying to say. Because then he even goes on further to sound like a hypocrite. He's like, some of my favorite singers of all time. He just mentioned a few. I think he mentioned Elvis Presley. He mentioned Tom Jones. The list is infinite. One of my favorite singers of all time is Elton John. Guess what? Elton only wrote the music. Bernie Taupin wrote the lyrics. Okay, so a lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people that I speak to, they just assume Elton John writes both the lyrics and the music. He only writes the music, and then you could go, you take someone like Jim Morrison from The Doors. Primarily he wrote just lyrics. He was a poet. And the most famous song that they had, Light My Fire, that was written by Robbie, the guitarist. He's never given credit, that poor guy. He wrote the music too, but he's never given credit that he wrote the lyrics. So, but what does composing music, right? Whether it be the music, whether it be you're writing the lyrics. So why do you not have the right to sing? I'm just trying to understand where he's getting this from, and why do they not have the right to call themselves an artist? Look, it's like saying someone who's an amazing, you know, vocalist like Pavarotti, for example. Okay, I'm not sure that he wrote any music. I don't think he did. He was just one of the greatest tenors of all time, Frank Sinatra. I don't. I really do not believe Frank Sinatra wrote any music. You know, from what I understand, he just sang all the jazz standards, and then "My Way." Paul Anka wrote the lyrics. I think he took the music from something. It was something in Paris when he was in Paris, and he heard this beautiful melody, and I guess he got the rights to the music, but he wrote the lyrics. I mean, so what are you trying to say? Frank Sinatra doesn't have the right to sing because he's not writing his own music, because he sung the music of the great Cole Porter and George Gershwin. Frank Sinatra doesn't have the right to sing. Frank Sinatra is not an artist. So I'm just trying to say that, listen, Justin Hawkins needs to take a couple of minutes back, and before he makes a video, think things out, because a lot of things you're saying does not make sense.